Hi, I'm Robin,
And I'm Kristen.
and we are back, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of their vlogging.
The BTS normal logs that
Yeah,
just came
normal
out this
logs.
weekend.
So yes, the ones that when they come out Saturday and
Yeah, Saturday night, Sunday morning.
Saturday night, Sunday morning. Okay, yeah, we sat down and
And
we had a couple of moments
we
to take
watched
a
them.
look at them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good.
So
Uh,
they were each 6 minutes and 13 seconds long
yeah,
for FESTA.
for Festa. Yes, that's
So
right.
mindfully done. Um, and we started off with RMs. And I think we went, it went in, I thought it was going to go in fan chant order, but it actually went in chronological order based on the time of their vlogs. So RM was the earliest at 11
Yes,
a.m.
at 11 a.m. Yes.
He had just woken up.
Yeah.
And as he stated in his vlog, he likes to read when he gets up.
Yeah, he enjoys reading a little, yes.
So he had his coffee. He was perched outside. Now I realized,
Perched?
yes, perched outside. Did we don't say perched?
Yeah,
Sorry,
no, go ahead.
perched outside. As I noticed, 'cause I was trying to figure out where they were, and then I saw a couple posts because, of course, you guys have all probably already watched it, and
Yes.
we're posting about it. They were in Tampa when they
Right,
did
they
these.
were in Tampa. That's right. That's
They were
right.
in Tampa, so he was. I'm pretty sure a lot of their sleep schedule was thrown off. Jen had mentioned that in his,
Mhm.
with the
Mhm.
time difference and everything, because Tampa was the start of the tour.
The Northern
Yeah,
North
the North
American
American star.
North
Yeah,
American
North
Star,
America.
yeah.
Yeah, so that was they had just come from Japan,
Right.
and yeah, so the time difference they were a little thrown off.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they were in Tampa, and he was up on the balcony
Yeah.
outside of his hotel room, and he decided to read. Now, the book he was reading, which do you remember the title?
It was the American Century.
This thing looked massive.
Yeah, it did.
He said
It
he had
was.
started a month ago
Yeah, it
or a month
was.
before, and so he was almost finished.
Mhm.
But man, like that. I mean, we know he reads.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
We know he reads. He's our little intellectual father of K-pop. Um, but yes, that and I the thing I liked about it was that you noticed he kept going back to earlier sections of the book,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, I wonder if he's just like rereading, if he like saw something and he's like, wait, how did we get here again? And
Right.
going back, or if something just like triggered something, he's like, wait, I remember reading this, was that right? And he went back. I don't know, I mean, those are the internal thoughts I'm giving him. I don't know if they're actually his real internal thoughts, but those are the ones I assigned him. And yeah, basically he was just flipping back through the book, and trying to remember, I guess, or recall things as he was finishing up the book. So I think
Right.
he did finish it in that sitting.
I think he did, but you know what I was I focused in on is that the surroundings. I mean, he had the birds,
Mm-hmm.
singing and I was just looking at if I was like in this situation where we are not having seen it, but we did, but not having seen it. How would you describe to someone what he was looking at?
He wasn't looking at it;
Well,
he
no,
was
I
looking at the
mean,
book.
no, he was looking at the book, but what was going on around him?
Well,
And
Tampa in what, April?
in April,
Yeah,
yes,
like probably it looked like a really nice sunny
it was a
day.
nice day.
There
It
was
was a
probably a
very
light
nice day.
breeze, rustling through the trees. You had the
He
birds,
had the
but at some
birds.
point the birds did stop singing. I
Yeah,
did hear
yeah.
or notice that. Um,
But he did have a water fountain, a water feature
yes, there was
somewhere
some
near.
water feature. I
There was a
heard that
water feature.
too.
Yes, I heard that, and I was like, "Oh, that's very calming and
Yeah, he
relaxing."
had a nice little nature's ASMR
Yeah,
set up.
and he had his coffee and he had the chair looked very comfortable. He had a pillow on his lap, resting.
One thing I have noticed about him, and I don't think I've ever paid attention to how anybody else reads, but I've never noticed that, and I've never known anyone else to put a pillow in their lap to prop the book up, and I was like, that's so smart. I remember seeing it the first time in the soup.
Oh,
and I think it
okay.
was the second season of In the Soup, and he was up reading. He'd asked for books and stuff to be brought in for that season, and he was just upstairs in the loft area reading, and he had the pillow in his lap, and I remember thinking like, that's actually a really smart way to read when you're sitting up because you got
Yes,
to hold the
you
book,
gotta
and
hold the book.
I
Yeah.
personally don't like holding because your hand cramps if you're
Yeah.
reading
Yeah.
for hours, if it's a really good book and you can't put it down, and you're essentially your arms are in that bent position holding the
Mm.
book. You don't really have an opportunity to rest, and I don't have a lot of lap space, so like I have to hold the book up. Like, it's just, I don't know. I thought that was really clever. And I was like, I wonder why I've never seen anybody read a book like that. And I wonder why I've never thought to read a book like that. But
Well, it looked very, very comfortable. He and the only thing that he did was occasionally he switched his legs, as
crossing his legs.
crossing his legs, right. But it was very comfortable. Now he did lift the book up, but he didn't have to lift it up that much,
And I mean,
you know.
considering how big
But
that book was, it's
yeah,
probably a really
yeah.
smart idea to
So
have it put up.
I think he actually combined a workout and reading all in one.
I, there were so many. Okay, not to go into too many other vlogs or logs too quickly, but there were so many workout logs. I was like, everybody was working out, and he's just like. And I also noticed that he's the only one who did not speak during his
No, he
log.
did not. He did
Everybody
not.
else was talking to the camera and
Yeah.
talking about what they're doing. He was like, "All right, guys, I'm gonna read a book," and then he just read the book.
And we
He's
watched.
and we watched him
We
read the book
watched.
for 6 minutes. Yeah, he looked so peaceful, and I was
He
just like,
did. He looked
I
very
could watch him
comfortable.
read all day. Like he would be, if you ever had an opportunity to just like wake up to him reading, like I would just be like, go ahead, just keep reading.
I wonder
I'll
if
bring him his coffee refill and
he like gets up and gets out of bed and prepares his reading time like he did with
I
coffee or
think
whatever, or does he ever just
read in bed.
sit up in bed
I
and
don't.
read?
I mean, well, obviously, I don't know.
It's
I clearly don't know for
like
sure.
I am not
But I
that
feel
person.
like he's the type of person that probably separates his spaces.
Oh, okay.
He seems like that type of person. So he probably doesn't like me, I'm notorious for eating in bed.
Mm,
Like I will snack in bed. I'll bring my dinner upstairs. Like if I'm comfortable and I got my blanket, especially if it's cold or raining,
yeah.
and I just have like a good show on and I'll eat my food in bed. Yeah, probably he probably does not do that.
He probably doesn't do
He
that.
probably doesn't do that. He probably is very much like, okay, this is where I sleep, and then over here is where I relax and kind of like wind down. This is where I work. This is where I eat. Although I will say he probably does eat like on his couch, but I don't. I really don't think he eats in bed. He doesn't strike me as the type of person that would eat in bed.
Well, I watched his documentary when um Jimmy came over,
Oh, the
and
Mini Money one, the one where they were talking about their albums.
right, right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right, right. And they sat there on the couch and
Yeah.
they did
And if
eat.
you look at the lives, like they do eat on the couch.
Hmm.
They've eaten on couches both at the company and when like in their houses.
Hmm.
But I think his bed is like I mean it's not his sacred space like it is Sugar's. But
Yeah, oh yeah,
but I
you
feel
won't
like
find Sugar doing anything but sleeping.
yeah, Sugar's like that is exactly what that's for. That's all I'm using it for. It's sleeping. That's where I
Yes,
sleep.
yes.
But I feel like he probably just I think he likes a comfy chair and having his pillow and having the little side table because in the times that I've seen him reading, those are like the three key things he has. He has the
Right,
pillow,
right,
the side table. He always brings the side table close to the
right,
chair.
right.
He
Very
always
much.
keeps it close so he
Because
can
yeah, at one point he was like,
yeah,
where's my
where's my
coffee?"
cup? Because he gets so I think he just gets so into the book he's reading
Yeah.
that he's not paying attention to grabbing the cup. Now me, when I read, I don't know, like depending on the book, I will find ways to like be distracted by anything but the words.
Oh,
If
okay,
I'm
okay.
reading to like get through something, then I'll just be like, yeah, I can look away for a second, like, oh, did my phone just vibrate? And I'll just, but he has his phone next to him, but
Yeah, he did have his phone
I
next
don't
to
think
him.
it's ever like a distraction for him. I think he really just likes taking in what he's reading, and he gets so enthralled in what he's reading that taking his eyes away even for a split second to look for the handle of his cup
Right, right.
is not an option.
Yeah, yeah.
Is not an option. And he seemed to really be into that book.
He was into it. And then, he at the end of his 6 minutes, he just merely came over and said,
Thank
bye.
you.
Yeah,
No, I think
thank
he
you.
said thank you. Yeah.
And then he said bye.
Bye. Yeah.
Then he said bye. But yeah. That was
polite
good.
little
Yep.
leader of ours.
Yes, yes,
He was
yes.
like, "Thank you so much for joining me
Intellectual guy.
while I read this book." I
Yeah.
would have loved if he read it to us.
That would have been
That would have been
nice.
something. But
But maybe because he was
but
nah,
it's supposed to be like what he's
it's his
doing.
normal
Yeah,
time.
his
Yeah.
normal
His
time.
normal time.
So yeah, he's usually not reading out loud,
No.
I guess, unless Jungkook asks for a bedtime story. But I
Oh
digress.
gosh.
So
Yes.
yes, that was RM's, and then we move into J Hope at 1 p.m.,
Yes.
who also was just getting ready for the day.
Yes, he was. Yes.
And so he took us to a get ready with me.
Mhm. Yeah, he
He
did.
he did his whole like face wash and skincare.
Yeah.
Um, we learned his order of operations in
Yes,
his
we did.
skincare
Yes,
routine.
and the products. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't write down the
No, I
products.
didn't write down the
Oh, I
products,
thought
but
you did. I was like, don't.
except for excuse me, except for his it said essence. So it
Well,
wasn't
Essence.
his
That's
toner.
no Essence is a. It's not the product name. Like it's. I mean, it is a product name. I'm sorry, it's not the product brand.
It's not the brand.
No, Essence is like a serum.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's toner, essence, then lotion.
Then lotion.
Keeps
Yeah.
it very simple, and then
Yeah.
ends up with a refluffing of his hair because
Yes.
he had to have it back while washing his face.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And
Didn't
then
want to get
he
away.
went through and got his outfit out. Very stylish, but of course this is Hobie, so
Yes,
we're
it
not
is.
surprised
Not
at
at
all.
all. Not at all.
And his accessories, he decided to wear the necklace that Jen gifted him,
Yeah.
which I thought was cute.
Mhm.
That's one thing about them. Like they're always going to like tie in each other into their lives, like somehow. And then of
And
course he
his
had to
watch.
the watch,
Yes,
yes,
his watch.
his
Yeah.
watch and his shoes and socks.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had to get his outfit of the day photo
Yes.
before heading out.
And of course he had his bag.
Oh, of course he had his bag, his Louis
No,
Vuitton
no
bag.
doubt. Yes, he had his bag, and he was very stylish, and he was off to work.
Off to work, yes.
That's
Which I later found out, or I found out that later in the day. So there were some photos from soundcheck from one of the shows. So that was concert day
Well,
for
that was a
him
concert
and
day.
him and
Okay.
RM.
Oh,
It was
okay.
concert day because they, I guess, wore those same outfits to soundcheck.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
and I'm also starting to think that these things took place on different days.
Yeah, that was something I thought about. I wondered if it was the same day, because there was a gap between towards the end between.
Yeah, when you got to Jimin's, he was packing, and it seemed like, because I can't remember exactly what the dates for Tampa were.
Well, let's not jump that far ahead.
Oh, sorry.
But because
Okay.
we'll go back to it, because I just there was a well, it was a big gap in between um a couple of them that made me think, well, later on maybe this is why that happened later, much later in the evening.
I'm not following.
Okay, all right, then let me go back. I'm
Okay.
sorry, you guys. I'm really not trying to confuse you guys.
I was like,
but I didn't want to go ahead.
Follow.
Okay, well, you know what? Now that I'm looking at the time, probably did not. What my thought was, let me go with that. What my thought was is that if it was a concert day, you had Jimin at 6 p.m., you had Tay at 9,
Yeah.
and then you had JK at 11.
Yeah.
So, but if it was a concert day,
they would have been on stage.
They would have been on stage
at those times.
So
even 3 and 2, like Suga and Jin's,
right?
Because they have to be there for sound check and getting ready and stuff. So,
but Suga said it was his day off.
Exactly, and Suga said it was his day off. So,
yeah.
So for RM and J Hope, 1 o'clock heading out to go to work, which is going to the venue to do sound check, makes sense. I guess. And then so then we're going into Suga's at 2 p.m.
Right.
His was on a day off.
Yes.
And he looked so relaxed.
Yeah.
He looks so chill. He starts his day off with a soda because he just woken up.
Yeah. Yeah.
At 2 p.m. Got to start off with a refreshing can of soda, which I believe was Coke Zero. I don't know. He was very good about not showing it.
Yes, he was very
but
good.
I was really trying to eye it. There's not too many cans of soda in red cans, but it very well could have been not one of, I don't know. It could have been from overseas. It could have been something else. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know. They be getting their hands on stuff that we don't normally have
yeah.
here. And it's
Exactly,
like, how
exactly.
did you get that? Um, or it could have actually, now that I think about it, it could have been one of the Ari
Yes, because he
sodas.
did have those products
It
on
could have
his
been one of
table.
those.
Yeah, so it could very well have been one of those.
But he, on his day off, he just likes to, do the typical Sugar thing of playing around with some music.
Yes, he does.
So he
Yes, he
got out his
does.
guitar,
Mm-hmm. His
showed us
new guitar.
his new guitar that he had just gotten. It's a Fender. It's a
Mm,
custom Fender
yeah,
guitar, inspired by Eric Clapton's. Oh my God, what was what was
his
the name of it?
Blackie,
Blackie? Yes,
his
Blackie.
Blackie
I was like,
guitar.
sorry guys,
Yeah.
I couldn't read my handwriting. Yes, Eric Clapton's Blackie.
Mm-hmm.
So he showed us that, his little mini amp, which he
Yeah,
swears by.
so cute.
Yeah, it's a little tiny amp, but
Yeah.
it's really good. It was a really good
It's
sounding amp.
yeah, it was powerful. It
Yeah.
still had the power. It's because it was about the size of what speaker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was tiny. It was very portable,
yeah,
which makes sense because when they're traveling, like they don't bring a lot of
yeah,
stuff, and
yeah.
he's always trying to, he has to find a way to condense as much of his equipment as he can.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
yeah, I think that mini amp. I didn't catch the brand, which is probably a good thing because if I did say it and you guys caught wind, you might sell it out like you do everything that they do or they like. But yeah, he's got his mini amp, his guitar pick that's been worn from many times of strumming on the
Yes.
guitar,
Yeah.
and then he proceeded to play.
Yeah.
But
He played with.
he did talk to us as he played.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did mention that RM has his bass and will be bringing it for the next leg of the tour so that they can practice
They can
together
practice.
on
Yeah.
their downtime, which I think is so
Right.
cute.
It is nice. It's nice to
And it
hear that.
reminds me, I guess he had said something once about wanting to start like a band, like a legit band. Okay, not saying they're not a legit band, but like where they
Yeah.
play instruments. And considering how many of them play instruments, it's not like it's impossible.
Well, no, I think they pretty much have it covered. I mean,
Yeah,
at least if not just the bare minimum of what the Beatles have,
yeah, yeah.
but
They
they
have.
have it. They have it covered.
You got your bass, you got your
You
guitar.
got your bass, you got the guitar, you got your saxophone
Well, yeah.
times two. You have
Well, I
drums.
don't think Tay feels as confident in his saxophone skills these days.
Really?
I think, yeah, there was. Oh, do you
Yeah,
remember
there
when he
was
talked
something
about?
he
He
said.
said it
Yeah,
where he thought that RM
yeah,
was much more um, talented in that area
yeah,
than he was
yeah.
these days. So I don't. But I know that there's several of them play the piano.
Mm.
Um, I know. I think it was JK that was learning drums, but I think J
He's in
Hope is
drums.
too.
Yeah,
I think J
yeah,
Hope is also learning drums. So yeah,
yeah,
they've got so many options.
yeah. They
They
do.
can go ahead and start that band.
Get it going.
That could be like the next chapter of BTS, I guess. I don't
That'll
know.
be fun.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Talk about longevity.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, there is that, and then he played some songs, and then he said bye,
He did.
and then he strummed us
Yes,
out
he
of
strummed us out.
he
Yes, he
strummed us out
did.
into a fade out, fade to black.
Yeah.
But yes, he looked like he had just like showered and blew his hair dry. It was just like, all right, I'm ready to just get into this, and just picked up his guitar and then turned on the camera and was like, this is what I'm doing.
This is what I'm doing.
His hair looks so fluffy.
But yes, and so did J Hope's hair.
J.O's hair
He
looks so fluffy too.
Yeah.
I really like that just blow dried
Yeah.
fluffy look.
Yeah.
Like where it's like this natural bouncy.
Right.
It's so precious.
His did look fluffy.
I love it. And then I recalled how, his mom told him that he looked like a boiled dumpling.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, he does. He looks like a dumpling, but it's so cute. I love it. I love it. I can't get over him. So yes, we'll move on from Suga. Then Jin. I actually have very few notes on Jin because his seemed the most straightforward.
Yeah.
He was just like, I'm working out, guys. And then proceeded to work out. And then he was like, that's enough of that. And he was like, I've got cardio. And what else did he have?
He
Abs.
had pull-ups,
and he was like,
had...
but no, he to do after. So he only did the arms on camera with us.
Yeah, he did the
shoulders.
He
Shoulders
did
and
pull-ups.
arms.
He did weights, but I wasn't quite sure what it was he was doing with the weights. Was he doing lateral lifts?
I honestly can't even remember. I was very distracted by his face.
And then he And then he did I think they're horizontal pull-ups, but it was for
Like the
his,
full body lat
yeah,
pull, or not lat pull, the pull ups. Yeah.
yeah, for his chest and everything. But he had he had some difficulty getting through his reps, but he was
Hmm.
tired. He made it very clear
That he was
that he
tired.
was
Yes.
tired and he didn't sleep well.
That
He
jet
woke
lag,
up early,
which
right?
leads me to believe that that was early on in their Tampa part.
Right,
So
right. So, because he said something pertaining to, he woke up. He said he's waking up at 6
a.m.
a.m. and then he's going throughout the day doing what he have to do, and all of a sudden he feels like
like
he's
tired
crashing at two
2
o'clock.
a.m.
Yeah, and this it was already 3, so he was past his nap time.
Oh no, 2 a.m. He
He
said
start
he doesn't feel tired until 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
I know. I thought that was really weird
That's
too.
a big gap.
That is a big gap, but maybe because they're doing the
Energy
concert
for
and
the
yeah, the
concert.
energy from the
Yeah,
concert is trying
yeah.
to come down,
It
and then
could
all of a
be.
sudden, yeah.
Yeah,
But his
yeah.
body wakes him up at 6 a.m.
So he's getting like 4 hours sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah, he needs to get a little bit
that's
more sleep
providing
than
he
that.
falls asleep right at
That's
2.
providing he falls asleep right at 2. Yeah.
But he had a couple special appearances in his vlog.
Yes, he did.
JK
Special
was in,
guest.
yeah, JK was in the background for a split second, and then Jimin came and sat down and
And
like
we're
encouraged
just
him
encouraging him. Yeah, encouraging
through
him.
his reps,
Yeah.
and then walked off. And
Now, was that a trainer that was with
I
him?
think that, yeah, I think that was a
Okay.
trainer.
All right. Yeah, he helped him. He rushed over too when he was doing the
We were
pull-ups.
struggling. He was like, "I'm not gonna make it."
It's
He
like,
was like,
can
I
it
got
come
you."
lower? Can it come lower?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, "And tap out." Yes, but his was very much, I'm doing a workout, and that is what you're gonna watch me do for 6 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And we did, and I was happy about it.
Yes, yeah. It was good. It was good.
All right.
And then we have Jimin. As we said earlier, Jimin was packing for El Paso.
Yes, so
So
Jimin was at 6 p.m.
yeah, at 6 p.m. That's right. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. Yeah, he was at 6 p.m. and he was starting to pack.
Can I just say that he looked so comfy?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
I know he was probably really comfortable in his outfit, but he looked like if I were to go and just like snuggle up on him, I would be comfy.
Oh yeah.
Like, he just looked so, like, just so cozy, just so boyfriend.
He was pulling the boyfriend card,
Oh
wasn't he?
my gosh. I
Yeah,
was
he
with the
was.
sweatpants and the the oversized shirt, and
Yeah,
then the beanie. I was like, oh my god,
yeah.
Jimin.
And his hair
Jimin.
and his locks
Yeah,
coming out
his
from underneath.
long blonde hair, just
Yes,
that
yes,
he kept
yes.
pushing that away. Oh my god. He looked so like homebody ish, and I loved it.
But he does not like packing, or he
I don't think
does
Jimin's
not
ever
like.
liked packing.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
he
trying to
said.
think back to Are You Sure? And I don't
Yeah,
think he's ever liked packing.
he was like, it's just a pain. It's
Yeah,
just a
he's
pain.
so much
But
so that
he's
he was. I don't know if you caught the words that were in the music notes. He was like singing a song about how he hates packing. He was just making it up, just humming along, because he started off doing some vocal warm ups while he was
right.
packing.
He
Because I did write that
yes,
down. I was like,
yeah.
"Oh,
He
packing
was.
with some vocal warm ups
Yeah,
and your supplements."
yeah, yes, and his
He
supplements.
had to take his
Yeah,
supplements. He had to pause. He found any excuse to pause from packing.
from packing. Yeah.
And yeah, like he like I said, he just looked so comfy. And then I looked at some of the shirts that he was folding up, and they all looked like what he was wearing. He has a lot of black and gray,
Yeah,
and I was
but
like,
he also, I look like most of what, well, not most of, but a little bit of what he was packing, folding and packing, had just like come from the cleaners or something,
yeah, I'm
because it
pretty sure,
was,
and this is actually really smart. They probably get their stuff dry cleaned
yeah,
before they head out. Like, they
right,
get
yeah,
it dry cleaned through
yeah,
the hotel and then pack it up, and
absolutely,
so they don't have to deal with dirty clothes when they get to their new destination.
definitely,
So super
definitely,
smart.
definitely,
I guess if you're, hotel hopping, that makes sense. For us, when we go out, when we go away, like when we leave the hotel, we're going right back home. So
yeah, yeah.
we can deal with our dirty clothes. But wouldn't it be nice to just open your suitcase and everything's clean? You just hang
Just
it,
like it was when you
just
got
hang
it
it
there.
back
Yeah.
up in the closet. I
I'm
might
gonna
consider
check
that.
into that.
Yeah, like I was
I'm
like,
gonna
I'm
check
gonna
into that
consider
because
that
yes,
now.
it would be nice, especially if we're gonna be gone like we were when we were in Vegas. I mean, we
Like
were
I'm not
gone
gonna
for a
lie,
week.
it took me a week before I
Yeah,
washed my clothes because there
yeah,
was so much going on,
yeah,
and I was just so tired because I came back and went right into a busy work week,
yeah. You did.
and I just I got to Friday and I was like, I need to do laundry.
Yes.
I'm running out of clothes.
Yeah, it
And I
would.
just looked
Yeah.
at the pile of stuff I pulled out of my suitcase and I was like, yeah, I need to wash you. Dang it.
Yeah.
So that was fun. So yeah, that would have been nice. But of course, we weren't staying in a hotel. We were staying in a rented house, so they didn't
Yeah.
have dry cleaning. But
No, not dry cleaning, but they
they
did
did
have
have a washing machine. Yeah,
they
we
did
could
have
have
a washing machine.
we
They
could
did,
have
and we did not do our
utilized
laundry.
that.
So,
Yeah.
but we
Next
have to do
time.
that. Yeah, and I will say there was a time one of the times we went to New York, we did do our laundry uh before we got back, and it was
That must not have been with me.
it. You were there, but
You
you
must have
had
taken your other daughter.
but no, you had already left. It was
Mm.
when yeah, you had already left. So you were there,
I
but you
just
left.
wasn't there for the laundry
Yeah, you left earlier than us.
because I hate doing laundry.
That's not the reason why you left.
It's not, but timing is everything.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so yes, that was Jimin, and yeah, I don't think I'll ever get over that just soft boyfriend look that
Hmm.
he had going on. Stuff of
So
dreams.
okay,
Um,
the dreams are made of.
yeah, fantasies.
Yes.
V at 9 p.m. and we're starting off strong with another workout.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's walking to his workout, so he's starting off with some cardio,
Yeah.
whether intentionally or unintentionally. He's getting that in, and he's got his guest with him,
He
our
had
very own
Hobie.
Sunshine Hobie.
Yes, he had Hobie with him.
And he's doing shoulders. He
Yeah.
made it very clear that that is the task for today.
That was that day's task.
And then they get
Exactly.
in and they run into Mr. Lee,
and
which is something I'm still trying to do.
You're trying to run into Miss Lee.
I was talking. Okay, so I was talking to Michelle when I saw her, and I was like, I didn't see Mr. Lee in Vegas, and I was looking for him.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Really, you didn't see him?" And I think I can't remember if she said she saw him or her daughter saw him, but one of them saw him, and I was like, I had like 2 concerts, no Mr. Lee sightings. But I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe I wasn't looking hard enough. I don't know. I wanted to see
Mr.
Mr.
Lee
Lee.
seeing you. No, I'm just
Yeah, and
kidding.
he was hiding. So sorry, Mr. Lee. I didn't mean to scare you off. But yes, I did want to see Mr. Lee because he's kind of a big deal in our fandom.
Yeah, he is. He is. He's got well, he is a mutual fandom.
Yeah, he's got his own
He's
fandom.
got his own. Well, within Army, he's one of the people that we.
He's the 8th member we love and protect.
Yes, yes, love and protect dearly. And he was there. He was working on his chest.
Yes, he was getting his chest
And he
workouts
was hey, he's got to be in tip top shape. He
He
can't play.
does.
He don't play no games.
He can't.
Mr. Lee does
Those
not
guys'
play any
lives are on the
games.
line, and he's got to be
Mhm.
ready for everything.
He said, "Listen, I gotta act with the quickness. With the quickness. I have to make sure I gotta get from point A to point B, and it's gonna be swiftly and painful for some
Yeah,
people.
painful for some, but not for him because
Not for
he
him.
is
Not for him.
prepared. If
No.
you stay
So
ready,
he
you don't
did.
gotta get ready.
That's right. That's right.
So
But yeah, so he
moving. I'm sorry, we got distracted. This is V's log.
This
This is V's log. Sorry, Tay. So him and J Hope did 300 reps of lateral shoulder raises, which I was looking at the weight that V was using because I noticed that Hobie used smaller weight.
Yeah, he did use smaller weights.
But they did do a gradual like increasing in weight and then decreasing and increasing. They did some variations
Yeah.
with the weights and everything, and yeah, they got a total of 300 reps in, and that was his goal. I mean, he said they were coming to do shoulders, and shoulders they did.
That's a lot, but the way they broke it down
Seems manageable.
Well, for him it was.
He made it look easy.
Listen,
I would be dying after the first set. I'd be like, and we're done.
Because it's coming up on a year that they've been out.
Yeah.
So he is well trained,
Yeah.
well trained.
But
But
he
he
did
did
talk about, he did mention, building it up,
right.
starting off and just gradually increasing, and that's how you build up
Mm,
to those many reps. So
yeah.
I can only imagine that, within like in his military service, he was probably doing those regularly and was probably hitting higher numbers of
Could have been,
reps.
yeah.
I think well, actually, I lied when I said he hit his goal. I think his goal was 500.
500
I think his
reps.
goal was
All right,
500.
but how many times did he do it?
He didn't
No,
do
but
multiple like
so it wasn't a total of
sets.
3. What, I'm
It was a
sorry, what?
total of 300, but they did it in like small sets.
In intervals.
Yeah, but not this, like, so they did 50, and then they took a rest, and they did 40. They took a rest, and they did 30, took a rest, 20, took a rest, 10, took a rest, did 10 more, took a rest, increased the weight. I want to say they did 10 more again, or they went back to 20. And then they
Okay.
increased the weight, did 20 again, decreased the weight, did 25. And I think they alternated between increasing, decreasing 25 for I don't know how many times, but until they got to 300.
Oh, okay, so they did like 700 reps.
No,
No,
they
I'm
I
joking.
was like, they
I'm
did
joking. I'm
300.
joking.
I was like, where'd you get 700
No,
from?
well, because when he did, I stopped counting when as you were going on. I stopped counting, but they did. So those were the rest. When I
Yeah.
said how many times did he do it,
They didn't go through
they
and
didn't
start from
do
the
that
beginning.
right.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, that was
exactly.
it. That was it.
That was it. Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying.
That's
Like
not
when
bad.
you break it down like that, like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, you could do that.
yeah,
But when your arms start giving out, I would probably be like Hobie, starting off with small weights. If we're being honest, I'd
yeah.
I'd hit them small weights. I can't come out the barrel shooting like Tay did,
No, 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 no. Mm-mm.
cause sir. But then you want to look at impressive weights. Then we're gonna go over to JK
Oh boy.
Jungkook with his
Yes.
workout at 11 p.m.
11 p.m. that night.
Yeah. Now, one thing I loved about this is that he said when he works out, he listens to Illit's Magnetic.
Yes. Yes.
And then there was a part where you hear him singing it. I was just like, I love it. I love it. He is not shy about supporting other groups. If they put out something he enjoys listening to, he's gonna let them know,
Yeah.
like, hey, this is who I'm listening to you.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Definitely.
so yes, he did quite a few workouts and then went back and repeated it two more
More
times.
times. He did a full body workout. So it was.
Are you sure? Because it looks like
Yes.
most of the stuff he did was
I know,
arms.
but he said I do a full body. He said I do a full body workout.
Did he say he does or it has been doing? Because he did say I've been doing full body workouts lately, so
Okay,
I'm sore. But all of the workouts he did were arms and chest. Because he did pull-ups.
So he was going to repeat all this over again?
Yeah, two
Oh,
more
I thought
times.
he was going to the lower body.
No,
part.
he did pull-ups, then he did the lat pull downs, then he did dips, then he did chest press, side lateral raises, the seated row, the dumbbell shoulder press, dumbbell curls, forearm exercise,
yeah,
and then arm
arm
pull downs.
Pull down cross.
Yeah, and then he went back and did it two more times,
Oh,
and then
okay.
called it a night. So
Okay, so
yeah, I think he had just did arms that day, but this is also
Well,
how
upper body.
well actually yeah upper body. Well, this
upper body.
I was gonna say this is how I know they didn't all film these on the same day, but then I said it's JK's probably not really evidence. But he was in the gym when Jin was in the gym earlier.
Right.
Earlier, not if it was the same day, it would have been
Yeah.
earlier that day. So then he would have done 2 workouts in one day, which he seems like the type of person that would do that, especially if he has downtime and he's like, I don't know what to do, so he's just gonna go to the gym.
He did say though he likes to work out at night.
Yeah, he did say he prefers to work out at night and usually starts his workout between 10 and 12.
Yeah.
So that kind of gives perspective to that one, I can't remember what show it was, when he was talking about, or somebody had said that he was at the gym working out after the concert. And I'm like, sir, the concert was your workout.
One would think it would have been mine.
I know, right? I would have been like, good night.
Right.
As soon as I was able
literally
to
good night.
But he is built different, so that's why he looks like he does and I look like I do. So,
stop it.
Well, no shade to him or me. No shade to me.
Yeah,
I'm just saying we live different lives. We
Yeah.
are our lives are not the same.
Yeah.
And our habits are very different. Um, but got nothing but love for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, he
So
did his
now
workout and then he called it a night after his 2 more
rounds.
rounds. Yeah.
Are they doing this all the time, or is this a one-time thing?
Oh, the
The
logs?
logs,
I
yeah.
have no idea.
Mm. I
The one
thought you
thing
might
I
have heard.
Well, what's funny is that what I hear are predictions. People predict things because I think the way they've kind of handled this comeback has been very different than past comebacks. Now, we
Mhm.
haven't been present for any of the past comebacks. So, we're just hearing from other people
Mhm.
who've experienced it.
Mhm.
But it feels different because I mean, I've been a part of, or not a part of, but like I've been present in the K-pop fan space for other groups comebacks.
Right.
And you kind of already know what's happening before, they release a schedule. So you have something to look forward to. But BTS, it's like they drop a notification and then 12 hours later there's a thing. Or
Right.
sometimes
Right.
it's not even 12 hours later. Sometimes it's like 12 minutes later and there's a thing. Like, hey, by the way, this new episode of whatever is coming out. So the Festa schedule was the only thing that's been like pre shared where we know like, oh, okay, on this date they're gonna do this and on this. And so as far as the Festa schedule, I didn't see anything else for logs coming out.
Mhm.
But also I think that was for Festa.
Right.
So
Okay.
I mean they do have their own vlogs that they probably do. JK had posted some vlogs before. Yoongi had his marathon vlog
Right.
that he posted, and I don't know if we're gonna get a full on vlog or if it's just what he posted on social media, that little video compilation.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm happy with it. So yeah, I think they're like recording their like experience,
Right.
and they could turn into vlogs, they could turn into social media posts, they could just be for them.
It could, or it could turn into a documentary.
Another
Yeah.
documentary. So we
So.
just don't know. And I'm just gonna wait and see because I'm not an investigator
Uh,
like some other members of Army are. And I don't go like looking for the clues. As much fun as that sounds like doing, because I like to solve a good puzzle.
yeah.
Um, I don't have the energy
Well, you know what?
between working full time and then doing this and then trying to also have a life. Which that part I'm struggling on. But I don't find the time. I don't know where I'm gonna find the time to also be a sleuth on the internet
Well,
and look for clues.
I think whatever it is that they do with it, I'm down with the outcome. Just
Mhm.
just to see it all put together, or just get it a little bit at a time if they do it, or to rock on these unless they don't do anything else.
I
So
mean, I'm really curious as to what, like, because you remember JK had said something about wanting a videographer.
yes, right, yeah,
I
yeah,
wonder. I want to know what that's all about. Like,
right,
what is he planning that
yeah.
he needs a videographer for? Um, are we getting a JK documentary? Like biker JK debut? Like, I mean, he's not really debuting, but like, is he? I don't know. Like, what's he doing? So yeah, I'm curious. And this next level, like this next era of them, um, just really feels very elevated, very different,
Yeah.
and very real. I like that it just feels like they're really kind of embracing where they are in life right now,
hmm
and they just want us to come along
I I
for the
I
journey.
think, yeah. I think that they are. There's so much coming into their own and doing it the way they want to do it. I think this time around, and as well they should. I mean, they've been doing this for 10 plus years, so they have
13.
that, yes, 13, so they have an idea, of how they want to be, put out there
And I
in
feel
this
like
time
they, I
around.
mean, I know that they talked about being like really nervous and
Mm,
hesitant in the beginning with this comeback because they weren't sure where they stood within the industry.
right.
They just weren't sure what their sound was going to, like,
Yeah.
where their sound fit in. But I think the reception of Arirang and them coming back and being active, I think they're starting to get more relaxed
Yeah.
with their presence now back
Mhm.
in the game.
Mhm.
Um and yeah, I think they're at this point where they're playing, they are setting the rules. They're not playing by their own rules. They
Definitely.
literally are creating the rules
Yes.
for how this industry is going. They're shaping the format of this industry, the
Mm.
landscape, I mean, of
Yeah.
this industry, just like they all have always done.
Throughout the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is exciting. This is exciting. I
Yeah.
was just thinking the other day, like, it's gonna be a really different feel when Jungkook turns 30.
Yeah.
I just feel like as soon as he hits 30, because all of them feel different after
They
30.
do.
Like,
Yeah.
if you like,
Yeah.
especially going through all of their eras and everything, and kind of growing up in, like, fast forward
Mhm.
with them, like in 2x time or 10x time, I don't know. Um, and then I guess it seems like as soon as they all hit 30, there was just something just felt mature, like more mature. Not
Yes.
that they weren't
Yes.
mature before, but it just felt
Yeah.
very much very intentional. Everything was
Yes.
felt very
Yeah.
intentional.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's kind of there because, everybody else around him is over 30, and he's the only one under 30 in the group. But I feel like once he hits 30, it was like, oh, finally, last pieces in
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
I just feel like the BTS is just gonna feel so grown. Like, you thought
Mhm.
they felt grown, now I feel like it's just gonna be a whole nother experience. So
Yeah.
that'll be fun. I'm gonna be around for that. But
A
we're gonna wrap it up.
milestone. Yes. It'll be a milestone, and with that, just like everybody else, your mind turns, and you begin to trying to figure out, okay, what do I want the rest from this point on to look
Hmm.
like, and it changes you. It
Yeah.
changes you. So
But I'm looking at the time. I think you've already told me we're over. So we're going to stop here, because we could literally talk all
all
night
night long.
about these 6-minute little vlogs. There's 6 minutes, and we're over here like we're going over how much time it took to watch all of them.
Yeah.
But we just can't stop talking about them because we
Yes.
love them so much.
Yes.
But we're gonna go.
Mhm.
So thank you so much for tuning in. And if you haven't checked out the logs, do so. Like I
Mhm.
said, they're only 6 minutes, so easy watch. And little bite-sized nuggets of their time, what they do with their time when
Yeah.
they have some time.
Yep. And their day. Yeah. Throughout the day. Absolutely.
So
Yes.
BTS normal logs.
Yes.
And with that, we are going to also say
Bye.
bye.